Canon is undoubtedly the most notable brand in the world of DSLR cameras, so naturally, people want to get the best Canon DSLR camera. It's very hard to pinpoint who is the winner in that regard, but based on the overall price performance, as well as functionality, EOS 5D Mark IV is the model that really stands out. From the visual standpoint, the camera itself looks very dated. On first sight, one might say that they are looking at a camera from the last century, but luckily, that's just their visual impression. When you look under the hood, you will quickly realize how powerful this little camera really is. This camera has a full 30.4 MP frame and a special CMOS sensor that heavily promotes versatile shooting. You can easily make continuous shots at a 7 FPS rate. Many other Canon models are slightly subpar in this particular aspect. Sometimes it may take ages for you to get the chance to make another shot. Luckily, that issue has been resolved here. The coverage itself is pretty good, and expanded vertical coverage, in particular, is amazing. An AF system with 61 points and 41 cross points will ensure that you always have the best focus while making your favorite shots, and videos. Video quality is truly top-notch. People from Canon have really nailed it in that regard. Not only will you get videos with incredibly high resolutions, but you will also get videos with exceptional clarity. If you compare the quality of these videos and the quality of videos produced by other Canon cameras, you will quickly realize how superior these recordings really are. You can easily record DCI 4K videos with a steady 30 FPS rate, which is well above the default industry standards. But of course, even though EOS 5D Mark IV has plenty of upsides, it does have some downsides as well. For instance, LPF, low path filter, may represent an issue for some people. Some manufacturers remove this feature by default nowadays, but Canon, still, doesn't. It's not a major concern, but if you want your shots to be exceptionally sharp, sadly, you won't get them here. Another flaw is that EOS 5D Mark IV has no tilt screen at all. It's quite surprising that, in the world of smartphones, this feature was not implemented. Sadly, Canon somehow forgot to add it. Again, it's not a big deal, but it reduces the overall flexibility. The camera has no EVF either, so you will struggle while shooting and recording in the dark. Still, when we put things into proper perspective, EOS 5D Mark IV is easily Canon's best camera so far, and you should absolutely give it a try. With a price of $3,099, it's definitely not a cheap option, but if you have the money, you should absolutely go for it. While Nikon D3400 was a perfect, cost-effective DSLR camera, this guy from Canon is pretty much the best high-end solution that you can find. When people want exceptional value, they won't waste money to achieve that. And when it comes to EOS 80D, you can be sure that your investment will certainly pay off. EOS 80D is a very dynamic camera that utilizes the full potential of precision, power, and functionality. It's also a very good prototype of how an outstanding camera should look and act like. Out of all top-notch features, Intelligent View is the one that really stands out. This feature will bring the best aspects of DSLR photography with each and every use. At the same time, it will raise the overall experience to a whole new level. Intelligent Viewfinder can display various different positions of information, including AF points and AF mode. Some of these features are hidden by default, but nonetheless, you can turn them on manually. With a 24.2 megapixel CMOS sensor, this camera will capture images in exceptionally high resolutions. Moreover, thanks to highly refined individual pixels, you will get some pretty high ISO speeds. The values are 16,000 for images and 24,000 for raw videos. You can say that Canon really nailed it in that regard. Unlike many similar models, EOS 80D is incredibly quiet. No matter what you do, you won't hear any noise whatsoever. It's a small addition, but it's certainly a feature that can make your user experience even more enjoyable. Does EOS 80D have any flaws? It sure does. After all, no camera is perfect, and even the best products have their downsides. One major flaw that stands out here is that it's definitely not geared towards beginners. While the previous two models were very newbie-friendly, this one should only be used by experienced individuals. Also, the body is quite big, and the whole unit is very heavy. You will get used to it after a while, but you will definitely need some time to do it. Another possible distraction is that you may have issues to find the perfect lens, as the EOS 80D is built with full-frame cameras in mind. In this case, even the most experienced individuals may struggle a lot. $1,399 is undoubtedly a huge price. Still, if you have enough money and if you want a camera with exceptional value, you will find no better solution than EOS 80D. The camera is absolutely worth every penny.